About this 24-hour closure of the non-emergency services that begins tomorrow, what are you gathering from the doctors? How will the hospitals handle emergency cases? What are the kind of protocols that will be maintained? Because we're also getting to hear that essential services will be maintained, but the routine and elective surgeries might not be conducted while the strike is on.
Well, definitely tomorrow is going to be a very, very chaotic day, and at this point in time, the government is trying to actually go ahead and make sure that they convince the IMA, who has called for this 24 hours protest, to go ahead and call this off, because this is going to be very, very chaotic, because the protest call that has been given to doctors across the country, and not only doctors who have been working in government medical hospitals, but also private doctors and private doctors who operate their clinics as well, private clinics as well. All of them have been called to join into this protest. So you can imagine 24 hours, no doctor available. This is something that is going to create a lot of chaos across the country and the government. And there is some sort of back channel talks that is going on at this point in time to convince the IMA that that requisite action will be taken, their demands will be fulfilled, and at this point calling a 24 hours protest is something that could actually increase the problems across the country. So yes, it remains to be seen if at all some sort of a midway would be found. At 3 p.m. we have been told that the IMA is going to go ahead and carry out a press conference. In that press conference, it is expected that they will actually throw some light on how the next 24 hours are going to be for the country, because if at all this protest happens, and even if 50 to 60% of doctors actually decide to participate in this, because the emotions of doctors is something that is, or in fact all the doctors are on the same page when it comes to demanding the Central Protection Act, and also the manner in which the Kolkata, the incident that happened in Kolkata, RG Kar College, and how the cover-up operation was initially done over there.
The father's remarks, the father of the victim's remarks has triggered allegations that the college administration has really treated the crime scene very shabbily. There perhaps was an attempt to cover up this scene. Is that why the CBI is now focusing their investigation and the questioning on the principal? What is it that you're getting to hear from your sources within the CBI? What is really going to be the focus of their questioning, and who all are they planning to question next before they release that report? Anshul, can you hear me? Okay, before we get back to Anshul and find out more on the focus of the CBI's investigations, let's just play out the victim's father's reaction, what he has to say.
সিবিআই কে আমরা যা বলেছি আইনগত ব্যাপার, সেগুলো তো প্রকাশ্যে বলা নিষেধ আছে না, সেগুলো তো বলা যাবে না। সিবিআইয়ের সঙ্গে যে সমস্ত কথা হয়েছে এগুলো বলা মুশকিল আছে। হ্যাঁ, রেকর্ড করেছে এবং লিখিত সমস্ত যত ক্লু আছে আমাদের কাছে সেগুলো ওরা লিখিত নিয়ে গেছে। না, এই ব্যাপারেও আমি মন্তব্য করতে পারবো না, আমি তো জানি না, আমি এত দূরে রয়েছি। তবে এত লক্ষ লক্ষ কোটি কোটি আর কি ভারতবাসী প্লাস বিদেশেও দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে বিদেশেও প্রচুর এইটা নিয়ে একটা প্রতিবাদ হয়েছে। আমরা তার 100% তাদের পাশে আছি। সবাইকে আমার নিজের ছেলে মেয়ে মতো মনে করছি, যারা এই আজকে রাস্তায় নেমে আন্দোলন প্রতিবাদ করছে।
Okay, Anshul, while you're covering the doctor's strike, we just played out the victim's father's reaction. Now, his remarks really have also triggered a lot of allegations that how the college administration treated the crime scene so shabbily, and there perhaps was an attempt to cover up. Is that why the CBI is now going to be focusing their questioning on the principal of the college? What are you hearing from your sources within the CBI? What's going to be the focus before they release the report?
Well, the Central Bureau of Investigation is going to carry out a very scientific probe into this entire matter, because the reason that they were given this probe was that even the Kolkata High Court did not believe that the Kolkata police could carry out a free and fair investigation. Yes, the case files have been given to them. Those case files have statements of several people who were involved in this entire alleged incident, or somewhere or the other they knew that how the incident had happened. But yes, all these statements need to be re-verified, and that is what is being done. Over the last 72 hours, what CBI sources have confirmed to to us that more than 15 people have already been questioned. In fact, their statements have been recorded, and those statements have been verified by the statements that they had given to Kolkata police initially. The investigation is going to go ahead forward. The principal of in fact, now the former principal of the said college will be questioned at this point, because there are severe allegations against him. Not only the father of the victim, but also the students who were present on the spot when the entire incident had happened, when the first call was given that something like this had happened. The college, in fact, it has been alleged that the college in fact tried to go ahead and do a cover-up by calling this a suicide. When the eyewitnesses actually saw the dead body, then they actually raised alarms that this cannot be a suicide, because the body was in such a condition. And then this entire thing came to the fore, that the woman was actually raped before she was killed as well. So now the CBI actually wants to go ahead and establish the exact chain of events. When did the accused actually enter the college? In what capacity did he enter? Why did he go to that seminar room? Why did he want to meet with the victim? In fact, what CBI sources have also told us is that the phone of the victim is also being checked, if at all there was any sort of previous communication that might have happened with the accused, or if at all she might have informed someone through her phone that the said person is actually following her, or the said person is actually trying to go ahead and threaten her as well. Now remember, this Archikar college this is not the first case that has happened in this college. In fact, years before, approximately 23 years ago as well, a murder incident had happened, and in that case as well, when the investigation happened, it came out that the college actually tried to cover this entire incident up.
Exactly.
Now the principal becomes very, very important in this entire matter, because the principal has several allegations of corruption against him as well.
Right.
So why was he allowing this said person to enter the college? Was some sort of quid pro quo that was present over there, is something that the CBI will try to investigate, and that is the reason why they will now go ahead and question the principal about his so-called involvement in this entire matter. Why did he initially try to cover up? Why were the parents not allowed to meet with the to actually see the body for 3 hours after the incident had happened? And how come the renovation work that started just hours after the incident happened in very close proximity to the incident spot? So all these questions will be posed in front of the principal, Sujoy Ghosh, as well. It remains to be seen what kind of answers will come to the fore, but definitely the CBI is carrying out this investigation at a fast pace and trying to establish the sequence of events in a very, very scientific manner.
No, absolutely, you're right. I mean, the role of the principal is extremely important to probe, and, why really were the parents misled? Why were they told that it was a case of suicide, only for the father to have discovered his child in that condition? Anshul, just stay on with me. We have also a couple of reactions from the doctors who are protesting. They're striking. They're adamant. They are saying that they are not going to give up on their demands till their needs are met, till, their safety has been assured of.
सुष्मिता झा है, मैं यहाँ पे सेकेंड ईयर रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर हूँ। हमारी डिमांड देखिए, 9 अगस्त में जो आरजीकर मेडिकल कॉलेज में हमारे एक फेलो रेसिडेंट के साथ में जो भी घटना हुई है, जिसमें उसकी मृत्यु हो गई है, उसके अगेंस्ट में कि उसको प्रॉपर जस्टिस मिले। जिन्होंने भी ये किया है, जो भी लोग इसके पीछे हैं, उनके ऊपर पुलिस जल्दी से जल्दी उनको अरेस्ट करे, और उनके ऊपर जो भी धाराएं उनके लगानी है, जो भी कुछ करना है, वो लोग जल्दी करें ऐसा। और इसके अलावा जो 14 अगस्त को वहाँ पे हॉस्पिटल में जो भीड़ जमा हो के डॉक्टर के ऊपर जो वहाँ पे थे, उनके ऊपर जो अटैक हुआ है, और उनके जो वहाँ पे एविडेंसेस थे, जो क्राइम प्लेस था, उनको सबको टेम्पर किया गया है। वो सारी चीज़ें नहीं होनी चाहिए थी। इसके लिए हमें जमा होना पड़ा यहाँ पे, क्योंकि उसके पहले हम लोग सोच रहे थे कि हो जाएगा, पर अभी नहीं। अभी हमारे पास जो है, उसमें हम नॉन एसेंशियल जो सर्विसेज हैं, जो इलेक्टिव सर्जरीज़ हैं, जो कि इमरजेंसी में नहीं आता, वो सब अभी हम बंद रखेंगे। इमरजेंसी चालू रहेंगे।
पिछले 3 दिनों से इतना उबाल और इतनी जघन्य अपराध हॉस्पिटल में हो जाना, और डॉक्टर क्या बोल रहे हैं, पूरे देश के डॉक्टर उद्वेलित हैं। क्या समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या ममता जी को?
कल उस हॉस्पिटल में जो वायलेंस हुआ, उसको लेकर ममता बनर्जी ने सीधा निशाना भाजपा और लेफ्ट पर साधा है। कहा ये वाम और राम का इसमें हाथ है।
देखिए, ममता बनर्जी भूल गई वो सत्ता की मदानता में उस बेटी को न्याय देने के बदले गुंडों को भेजती है। और माँ माटी मानुष की चर्चा करने वाली ममता बनर्जी आज उनकी इजाज़त के बगैर कोई वहाँ एक सांस भी नहीं ले पाता है। ये आधी रात को गुंडे कहाँ से आ गए, उनकी पुलिस को पता नहीं चला।